We had this 60-year-old pervert by the name of Van Brisbane, if I said his name right. 60-year-old pervert, which a lot of people are going to label him as a pervert, so I'm going to get out the way. He is a pervert. Story has it, this man was home alone with this 16-year-old girl. And this 60-year-old girl called her sister and pretty much telling her and her mom that this dude is in her room and he acting weird. All right?
We're learning more disturbing details about the crime following Brisbane's court appearance today. Aniele Ruiz is here to walk us through what happened. Aniele, we understand there could even be some changes to his charges.
That's right. It all depends on the evidence that investigators gather. But we do know that so far, as of today, his bond was increased from $1 million to $2 million. It was an emotional hearing for family members of 16-year-old Lauren Juma and also for family members of her alleged killer. Monday morning was 60-year-old Van Brisbane's first court appearance after he was charged with murdering Lauren.
I love my uncle to death. I swear I do. But I will never be able to understand how he did something like this to Lauren.
That was Brisbane's niece. She was wailing inside the courtroom during his hearing, and a bailiff had to ask her to step outside. But the details of this case were very graphic to hear. Prosecutors said on Friday Juma was found dead with her clothes in disarray. They go on to say that Brisbane was seen pulling up and adjusting his pants while coming out of their home after 2 shots were heard. Investigators say Lauren was on the phone with her mom and her sister prior to her death and said she woke up to Brisbane standing in the dark room acting weird. Prosecutors asking for a higher bond amount.
Asked for $2 million. And the judge granted it.
One thing his family made very clear, even though they're his blood relatives, they're supporting Lauren and her family.
People have to be accountable for their actions. If we don't hold people accountable for the things that they do wrong, then people will continue to do wrong.
His niece had this shirt made that says, "Here for Lauren," and she doesn't know how this could have happened.
How he can take her life from her, I can never understand it. Just a very emotional hearing, as you can imagine. Now, the judge did ask prosecutors to rush the forensic evidence to see if Lauren was sexually assaulted. And if she was, there could be potentially some changes in the charges, and he could be charged with capital murder. But again, this will all be up to the Harris County District Attorney's Office to see if they can even prove this. Now, by the way, we did contact the Harris County Sheriff's Office, and they told me that when he was arrested on Friday, he did show signs of intoxication. Reporting live in the Harris County Courthouse, Aniele Ruiz, KHOU 11 News.
Hey, you guys, I wanted to elaborate on this story. This is fucked up, and it's getting out of hand, to tell you the truth. This young lady who was 16 years old was left alone with her mom's boyfriend, who was 62 years old or 61, right? Black. And he ended up killing her. Okay? This wasn't even her stepdad. This was her mom's boyfriend. Yeah. Why did she leave her 16-year-old daughter with the man that she not even married to? Why would she leave her 16-year-old daughter with this man? He not even her dad. Why would she be alone with this man at 1 o'clock in the morning? Where was the mom? Well, it don't even matter where the mom was. I don't even give a fuck if the mom was at work. It doesn't matter. She shouldn't leave her child alone with a man at all. At all. Why are we walking around as if, oh, nothing's going to happen to me? That's not going to happen to me. Why are we not being cautious of these things? It's happening to us rapidly, more and more every day than ever. Yeah. So when you see this shit happening over and over, that don't set some red flags in your mind to say, you know what? I'm not taking no chances. You know, this man should have been in his own motherfucking apartment building. This man should have had his own place, living with his mama, his brother, in a shelter. I don't give a fuck, outside, wherever. And you should have dated him that way. Bitch, ain't that much dick in the world, or you shouldn't want that much motherfucking dick to where you just need him in your home like that. Yeah, that nigga should have been somewhere else where you could go to his house on the weekends to spend the night to do your own thing. This man shouldn't have never been in the house living with you at all. I don't give a fuck if y'all been together 5 years. Yeah. If the nigga didn't marry you after a year or two, you know what I'm saying, then bitch, that's a red flag right there. You holding on to dear life for 5 years. You 60-some years old. Maybe you a little bit younger than him, bitch. And you walking around talking about this my boyfriend of 5 years? Is you serious? That's mistake number one. There is no way in hell we should be leaving our children with men other than their fathers, their biological fathers. And if the biological fathers are acting some type of way and our children come to us and tell us certain things, we should not brush that off and just act like it's nothing. We need to take precaution to making sure that we are actually protecting our babies. We see that this is happening more and more, okay, like never before. 20 years ago, we didn't hear about shit like this on a consistent basis. Now we do. We hear it all the time, like at least 20 times a day, somebody killing their stepchild. One of the dads is doing something to their kids. One of the moms is beating their damn child to death, and shit like, is you serious? Then the bitch gonna say, I don't know why, what happened? He always treated her like she was his own. Like he always treated her like she was his own little baby, his own child. Is you serious, bitch? You need your ass beat just for saying some shit like that. So you thought by you saying that was kind of going to make you look a little bit better? Bitch, because you shouldn't have never said that at all. Yeah, you shouldn't have never. You shouldn't even want that. You shouldn't even look at him like that to be that comfortable in your mind. Oh, he always treated her like she was his own. Let me leave her with him alone and let me go on to the store. Let me go to the club at 1 o'clock in the morning. Let me go to work. Is you serious? If the nigga did this then, and he had to have did, they said that when he came out the door, you guys, that he was pulling up his pants. And when they found her clothes was disheveled and her pants was pulled down. So if he did that, then I'm pretty sure he tried to do it before. We hear about these stories time after time after time after time after time again. And I see that we are walking around thinking that this shit can't happen to us. Men have urges. We know this, women. We grown ass women. Okay? Yeah. Men have urges. And in their minds, if they can't get that off, they gonna do whatever it takes to get it off. Now, I'm not saying all men. There's some men who have some control, but men are sick. Women too, don't get me wrong. But it's a lot more men who are sicker than women. We have to realize that. As long as a man has something to put it in, to me, that's all the fuck they worried about. That's all they worried about. You got people out here fucking having urges to the point that they can't fight off that much because it's spiritual. You can't fight off a spiritual force if you're not building up your spirit how it should be built up. Your spirit is weak. So, of course, these spiritual forces that come up on us, you're not capable of fighting it off, and you don't have the Holy Spirit in you to fight it off. That's why we hear of so many different bizarre things going on with people. It's spiritual. It's no psychological nothing. It's spiritual. We know men are lustful. We know this as grown-ups. So why even leave him around to tempt him to even think to do some shit like this? We got to be honest with ourselves, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Bitch, you out of line for that, and you to blame for it. There is no way in hell I would leave my children with anybody other than their father. And if I felt that their father was doing something, or they told me that their father was doing something, you better believe we hauling ass. Fuck a court. you got to take him to visitate. You gonna go to jail if you don't abide this. If we got to run and hide with my babies to protect them to the end, and that's what the fuck I'm finna do for mine. Bitch, there's no way in hell that you should have had your daughter there with him alone. This man felt the need to shoot her right after he molested her. And where the fuck were you at? And again, it don't matter where you were at. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't have never even left him alone with her at all. You shouldn't have never got comfortable. You shouldn't have never took that as, I see that he treats her like, she's his own. He treats her like she's his own. That was the first mistake. Of course he gonna treat her like she's his own in front of you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she told you some things that made her feel uncomfortable that he may have done or tried to do prior to this. I'm pretty sure he did. Women, we have to protect our babies with everything in us. Even if that means you have to sacrifice being single and not having a man around your children until you know your children are grown and out of the house or at college, you just have to make that sacrifice. You have to. Ain't that much dick in the world that a motherfucker should want to jeopardize their kids' life and well-being at all. It was a story that I always remembered about this lady. I believe they were in Florida. She had a teenage daughter who was in 10th grade. And she had a boyfriend as well. I think the boyfriend was African or something like that. And this man, her boyfriend, they living together with her teenage daughter. All right. I guess he had been molesting her since she was younger. And then people were saying that she would come to school with different clothes. She always had money. The mom knew. You know what I'm saying? And even the mom said that she stayed with the guy for financial reasons. I guess because she was from another country. And, I guess he was the breadwinner or whatnot. So she ended up leaving her daughter alone with this fucking man, right? Again, while she went to work. And the man ended up strangling and beating the girl to death. I guess because people were saying that he thought that she may have gotten pregnant, or maybe this time she was like trying to fight him off, and he ended up killing her and threw her body somewhere in a field. She had been telling her mom that she was uncomfortable being around him, and the mom still left her alone with him. Bitch, if me and my daughter gotta sleep in the car, all right, it ain't that much I need some, this man taking care of me financially in the motherfucking world for me to leave my daughter with a man who done told you that she felt uncomfortable around him. Black couple as well. The man ended up getting life in prison, I believe. The shit just happened it's just happening so much. But imagine being on the FaceTime with the girl and the mom, the first story that I talked about. Imagine his mom being on the phone with her daughter FaceTime, and the last thing she heard was, "Mama, he got a gun." Bitch, you out of line. When I heard that shit, it pissed me the fuck off. It really did. Because you guys know I have an 18-year-old daughter, okay? And I have a 3-year-old daughter. And I wish a motherfucker would. I would never bring another man around my children other than their fathers. At all. At all. Let alone leave them alone with them. Never would do it. At all. I'm the type of person, I don't watch movies. All I watch is true crime stories. That's the type of person that I am. And I put my kids up on game about it too, just to let them know how crazy people are in the world and what they're capable of doing. And just for me being that type of way and watching stuff like that, my antennas is always up. And I know a lot of times we can't be always just cautious with everything. It's going to be some slip in something where we, may leave a little loophole and not realize it. But you better believe that loophole is going to be real motherfucking small for a motherfucker to try to squeeze through with my ass. Because I'm on high alert. What do I always end with, y'all? I'm always ending with, y'all be careful out here because these motherfuckers is crazy. Now, out of all things to end with, that's what the fuck I end with. Because I know how crazy they are. Bitch, you shouldn't have never, ever gave that dude the benefit of the doubt whatsoever ever. Then the niece talking about, I don't know why he killed this, that, and the other, and all this other shit. I'm pretty sure he probably done tried to do something to the other motherfucking family members in the family. These are things we don't want to talk about. These are things we don't want to face. These are things we don't want to admit. I still can't wrap my mind around, bitch, why was your daughter alone with him at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning? I just don't get it. I don't. There was another story about a biological father who killed his daughter. And the mom was black and the dad was white. And they had broke up and they went to court and they were having visitations. Y'all know how that going. I think he get every other weekend or every weekend. The daughter had been telling the mom that the biological dad, who was white, she felt uncomfortable around him. She would say a lot of times she don't want to go. Why do I have to go? All these different things. I guess he had been having visitations since the girl was younger. She was like 16 too. Okay. The mom dropped the girl off to the visitation and the girl he strangled her to death after he molested her. Come to find out, he had been molesting her the whole time since he had his visits along with her. She was his only child. Now, the mom made a statement talking about she must have tried to fight him off this time and he got mad. Now, to say some stupid ass shit like that, bitch, you just admitted you knew something was going on. Since you giving your conclusions and what you think why he did what he did. You stupid ass bitch. Is you serious? To even say some shit like that. Then she said it was another excuse where she tried to tell the courts or something that her daughter didn't want to go, but you can't do that. And, she had to abide by the court order. Bitch, if I got to go on the run with mine and kidnap them, that's what the fuck I'm finna do. I am. Yep, I am. I am. I'm going to do everything in me to protect them no matter what to the end. If they come lock me up or whatever, then at least I tried. But that's not an excuse either. Your daughter kept begging you not to fucking go. All those years. That's fucked. You guys, I'm just getting pissed off even just thinking about this shit. That's fucked up. We are supposed to be the ones protecting our children. They depend on us to protect them. We are supposed to make decisions that are aligned with protecting them. Making sure that their well-being is good. Fuck a court order and he got visitation. Bitch, if my daughter telling me, Mom, I don't want to go, and she crying, don't want to go, and please don't let me go, and I feel comfortable around my real biological fucking father for all these years. Do you think I would give a fuck about a goddamn court order of visitation? That nigga better kiss my ass. Bitch, why wasn't you taking your daughter to the doctor? The doctors look for shit like that. Bitch, if you know you're not with him and she with him alone, people don't want to think about that. But bitch, we got to think about it. You got to do everything. Oh, I don't want to think about her real dad doing that to her. Like, why would I think? Bitch, think it. Because that could have saved her life. You can't put nothing past no motherfucking body. She going to go get checked up with the doctor and shit. They would have been saw that she was molested. Why is you not telling the doctor to check for that? Oh, why would someone think to just go on and do that? Because she telling you, I feel uncomfortable around him. I don't want to go. She crying not to go. That's enough reason to say, well, something may be going on as a mother who's supposed to protect their kids and have their alert bells on ready. You know what I'm saying? When they say something, you're supposed to be paying attention and you're supposed to listen to them. All right. And you're supposed to take everything they say and you're supposed to really take that shit in and actually think about it and dig deep into why they saying what they saying and why you feel the way you feel and sitting down talking with her. Why wasn't the conversation talked about? Did you sit her down and say, well, why you feel this way? Tell me, baby, please. I won't think nothing of you. Be honest so I can help you. Just tell me. Because they'll say, oh, well, the kids don't want to get in the middle of it and they don't want to tell the other parent because they scared the parent's going to fight this, that, and the other. It's ways of going around it to find out shit. Trust me, it is. If you a parent and you want to protect your kids, you're going to be talking to them about shit, showing them shit. Look, if someone do this to you, look, do this. If this happened, this. Let me know if that. If your child going out on visitation with the dad and being alone with the dad and they little and can't talk and the dad dropping them back off, you better be checking that child no matter what. They got any bruises? Did he hit them? Shit, then let me see. Take out all the clothes, shower right away. You good? You know, the little words that they could say, paying attention to their behavior, how they acting. Do they seem cranky? Do they seem whiny? Do they seem all those things we are supposed to be paying attention to with our children, especially when we have to send our child off when we not with the parent and they with the other parent alone. Men should do it too. I'm not just saying it's a one-way street. Men should do that shit too. Is this bitch beat my baby? Let me see. When I get visits, let me go on and take off. Let me see if I see any damn bruises, right? Let me check. Let me look. Let me make sure. Is my baby, when I'm finna go drop her back off to her mama's, is the baby crying and screaming saying, Daddy, no, Daddy, please, I don't want to go. Huh? Yeah. What the fuck is going on? We slipping for real. This damn girl go to her last fucking visit with her daddy, her biological daddy, who had been molesting her all these years. All right. And since the mama want to get up and say some stupid ass shit or what she said, or maybe she tried to fight him off this time and he just couldn't take this, that, and the other. Bitch. Well, then the nigga just sit there and just beat her ass and kill her. Just like, what the fuck, man? This is getting out of hand, y'all. It's getting out of hand. All the things that we can do to protect our children, we need to be doing it just in case something happened. We can go down a list of things that I did everything I could. Here's another story. There was another lady, but the guy didn't molest the children. But the lady is a black couple. And I'm sure y'all probably heard of this too. It was a high profile case, right? This lady in her late 40s had two teenage kids, 15 and 16, a boy and a girl. She ended up meeting this man. How she met him was through her dad because her dad was a pastor and he had advocated for this man, okay, who had been in prison for 20 years for killing his ex-girlfriend 20 years earlier because she wanted to break up with him and she was 7 months pregnant. So he ended up killing the baby too and her. The dad, who's a preacher, I guess, will go to the jails and preach or whatever and advocated on his behalf that he was a good guy. He was doing good. And they ended up letting him off on whatever you call it, early release. So I guess the preacher dad thought it was a great idea to introduce him to his daughter, who was 40, late 40, mid 40s or whatever, who have these two children, older, 15 to 16. She ended up meeting the man. They ended up having two more kids. They had kids together and it was twins. It was two girls. I think they were 5 or 6. Mind you, the man had just did 20 years for murdering his girlfriend who wanted to. Okay. Now, if that ain't a motherfucking red flag, I don't know what the fuck is, right? The man felt some type of way that now, the lady wanted to divorce him. So this nigga takes the lady to the basement, handcuffs her, ties her up, get the two teenage boy and girl, bring them downstairs to the basement while the mom is tied up, tie them up. He slashing the mama motherfucking face in front of the kids, slicing her feet, I guess because he said that would hurt more, and said that he about to kill both of the kids in front of her, and he not gonna kill her because he wanted to hurt for the rest of her life and remember this scene of what he about to do to her kids, and then shot them both in the fucking head. Then I guess he thought that he had some type of, compassion left in him just a tad bit to where he didn't want to shoot his little 5-year-old twin girls. So he put them in a car in the garage, turned it on, okay, and the children died from carbon monoxide poisoning. How the fuck can you have some compassion, you know what I'm saying, and you just done killed 2 kids in front of their mom downstairs bleeding, so let me not shoot my own, let me go still just kill them this way. Is you serious? Bitch, why would you even marry this man who had just got out of jail for fucking murdering his wife, his girlfriend, who wanted to break up with him? Bitch, so you was walking around, like I said, thinking, oh, he ain't gonna do that to me. And look what the fuck he did. This bitch goes in court talking about, you thought you were gonna mess up my life. I'm happy. You're not gonna mess up my life. I'm not gonna let you see me cry. I'm not gonna let you think that you got to me and this, that, and the other. And I'm just looking at here. You guys, y'all should have heard all the type of... I tried to make up some cuss words for her ass, okay? Yeah, I tried to make up some cuss words for her. Bitch, you knew. Why would you marry him? Why you want to be married that motherfucking bad? Why you want to live with a man and be with a man that motherfucking bad? It ain't that serious. Especially when you have children. Them motherfuckers will end up killing you because you want to be in a relationship so bad and marry any type of motherfucker where you not even trying to see what type of person what past did they have or nothing. And you end up fucking waking up in, you know what I'm saying, in heaven because this nigga done strangled you to death in your sleep, all right? Because you want to be with a man that motherfucking bad. This nigga psycho, you failed to realize this shit. And now your ass waking up in heaven because the nigga done killed your ass. Just for the fuck of it. And then to bring that around your children, and then you have children with this man. Oh, he's healed. Yeah, he did what he did, but I forgave him. Bitch, is you serious? This man, imagine how fucking scared them kids was in the fucking basement when he about to kill them. Like, is you serious? Come on now, y'all. We got to do better. We have to do better as parents. Why would you marry a motherfucker with a background like that and then have kids with him? What is wrong with us? And I'm going to end with this, okay? Don't leave your girls and boys. You got to be careful with the boys too nowadays. But for the ladies, for the young girls, don't be walking around the house, around your stepbrothers or your stepdad, your mom's boyfriend. Mothers, you should be telling your children and shit, making sure they dress appropriate. Don't be walking around without a bra on, okay? Always have a bra on, okay? Don't be walking around with them short shorts, they like leggings real tight. Biker shorts on with a t-shirt, you know what I'm saying? Or with a short halter top. Just don't be walking around looking that way. If you got another man in the house and it's not your dad, even with your dad, you just dress a certain type of way. Don't tempt a man in any way, no matter what. We don't know what goes on through their heads. We don't know, Don't contribute to whatever sickness they got in their mind, by not putting your daughters up on game about this shit. They should be walking around with big clothes on, okay? If it's another man around the house, they shouldn't be walking around with tight, skimpy ass shit on. You know what I'm saying? And they just shouldn't. It's sad. Oh, why I'm thinking that way and it shouldn't be that way and all this other shit. I understand that. But hey, we living in a time where you have to do that. You have to. You have to be very, very careful. Who the fuck just be like, girl, you doing too much? My daughter, she walk around without no bra on all the time around another man. And it's not like, are you serious? Who would even think to just rebut that? You know what I'm saying? You have some dumbasses in the comments Girl, that's just too much. Come on now. No bra. They can walk around with no bra on. Like, that don't even sound right. We already know how our nipples get. Shit like that. You just don't want to put no thoughts in nobody's head. They need to be walking around covered up and, don't show nothing don't show no body parts or nothing as much as possible when a man is around the house. Ladies, if you have boyfriends or whoever, I do not suggest you have your child or leaving him alone around that man. It's not that fucking serious. It's not that serious. If he don't want to do it no other way, then he just got to hit the road jack. That's just how it got to be. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, come on now. You just got to be thinking to do shit like this. It's sick. It's a sick world. So if it's a sick world, then you got to be cautious and be ahead of the game over these sick motherfuckers. You don't sit back and just, oh, girl, I ain't nobody finna be doing that and all this shit. Yeah, you need to be doing it, or your ass, it's gonna be too late if you don't. Then your ass be sitting there looking stupid and shit. Half of these mamas be pissing me off where they need they fucking ass beat. Like, damn, bitch. Then I want to know, where was the girl, the story that I covered at first, the recent one, where was her dad at? You know what I'm saying? If she had a dad, I wonder if she'd tell her dad that shit. That motherfucker would go over there and beat his ass. For real. What? Don't have to cuss her ass, bitch. Don't be having him around my fucking daughter. Niggas need to be telling them that shit. Don't be fucking having him around my daughter like that. She coming back to me telling me this nigga making her feel uncomfortable, bitch. Hell yeah, that's when you start calling them motherfuckers out their name, guys. Is when they start just doing shit like that, ain't doing nothing about it. You cuss their ass out. If the daughter coming to the dad telling the dad certain shit and the dad feels some type of way, he don't be having the damn kids around the other fucking men. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Yeah, that's when they need to get their ass cussed out. Bitch, my daughter says she feel uncomfortable around him and you still got this nigga walking around the house and shit. Fuck is wrong with you? And when you getting out the shower, don't come out the shower with a wrap fucking towel on. You put your fucking clothes on in the bathroom. Oh, that's doing too much. Oh, well, do it. The fuck? You put all your clothes on in the bathroom. All that coming out with the towel wrapped around and all that shit. Don't be doing none of that shit. Don't give them motherfuckers nothing to think about or try to think about or nothing. The fuck? This world is sick. Some sickos. We seen that earlier. In the comments. No, I'm kidding. But for real, I mean, it's just certain shit you got to be thinking of. Well, girl, I ain't think about that. Well, think about it if you have a child. That's why you there to protect it. What is your definition of protecting your fucking child? What is the definition of it? That's the definition of it. You protect them with everything in you. You be proactive. You do things. You don't wait till something happened and then now you're reacting and it's too fucking late. Parents are not supposed to be like built. Minds are supposed to be way more on it to protect our children. Come on now, you guys. This shit shouldn't have never fucking happened. Half of this shit be the fucking mom's fault. Got motherfuckers leaving a child, the little bitty baby with the fucking, I'm going to go on to work. You going to watch the baby for me. Watch the baby for you. Bitch, you gonna have to sacrifice or something where you don't want anybody just watching your face and the baby can't talk? Is you serious? Hell no. Over my dead, unless I'm dead and don't know what the fuck going on. Other than that, no, I'm protecting mine with everything in me. I already said, I just don't trust nobody. I just don't. I'm not the type of parent talking about, oh, I need a break and, you know what I'm saying? Let me get a break. I need to go out. Hell no. I feel way more comfortable just watching her my motherfucking self. Okay? Yeah. No. That ain't never crossed my mind. A break or nothing. I don't need no motherfucking break. Shit. Hell no. Oh, just go on and, you know what I'm saying? She needs to just go on and take her to Head Start real quick. Go on and drop her off at the babysitter. No, hell no. I ain't dropping no fucking. You must have lost your goddamn mind. You must have lost your mind. I ain't leaving her with no fucking babysitter. Shit. I don't even let my 18-year-old daughter watch her like that because she don't know what the fuck she doing. Anything can happen. I be on it. Listen, my daughter has never broken a bone, ever, have failed, nothing. Been to the emergency room, fever, done caught some shit, nothing. Ain't failed, scraped a leg, nothing. Oh Lord, I hate for her to experience it when she get about 5, 6 years old on a bike and fall. Oh, she probably gonna think she dying. Oh no, I watch mine. Oh yeah. Shit in the house, protected, everything. I'm not going for that. No. I'm protecting mines with everything in me. I'm thinking ahead. I will go crazy if something happened to my children. Oh yeah, I will go crazy. I wouldn't be able to handle that. So I'm not finna be putting them willingly in situations to where something can happen. You can't be walking around thinking, oh, this ain't finna happen to me. That's it. Girl, cause you got to be naive in a motherfucking, you ain't built to be no parent. This shit take a lot of work. It's draining. You got to watch them all day, especially a little bitty baby. You think somebody else finna be watching your child like how you watching your child? And half of the real parents who watch their child don't even be watching them the way that they should fucking be watching their child. Just letting them do shit. Anything can fucking happen. Come on now. We got to be on it. We got to do better. There's no way in hell this girl should have been shot. Calling her fucking mom on FaceTime, telling her mommy got a gun, and she at the house with this old ass nigga who looked like a pervert. Bitch, he didn't look like a pervert to you? Am I the only one who looking at him like, damn, bitch, why would you even date him? This nigga look nuts. Why would you even be dating him and let alone living with him? Your daughter's pretty. They would even do it to an ugly ass person. I was about to say ugly ass child. Y'all forgive me. And this girl walking around, you see her, she got her little lashes on and she be having her nails done probably. We know how the 16-year-olds be, how they be dressing and shit, how they be talking and walking around and all this shit. And he's sitting there all up in the house, all in the mix of it. You need your fucking ass beat, for real, stupid ass bitch. Ain't nobody fucking feeling sorry for her stupid ass. They need to beat her ass. Why you leave your daughter with this nigga? And he was drunk? You's a dumbass bitch.